Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Welcome to another exercise video for section 2 lesson 8. In section 2 lesson 8 we discussed all about the shadda, and as part of that lesson video I said that I'm going to do multiple exercise videos involving Qaida Noorania. In today's video we're going to do Qaida Noorania lesson 13. And lesson 13 we start to get in a little more detail with the shadda, and inshallah we will get to in a little more detail as usual. I want you to watch the video, but please do this exercise, download the pages, print them out, and A, do this exercise yourself, and B, find someone in your local masjid to do this exercise with as well. I cannot emphasize that enough. And finally, just like in previous exercises, when you're watching the video, I want you to try to emulate me. I'm going to give you slight pauses in the middle while I'm pronouncing and spelling things out. I want you to do that with me. Okay? So let's get started. Ba dhamma ra shadda bur ra kasrari burri za fathaza burriza حا ضم صاد شدة حص صاد قصراصي حصي لام فتحة لا حصيلة صاد فتحة دال شدة صد دال فتحة دا صد قاف فتحة قا صدق عين فتحة دال شدة عد دال فتحة دا عد دال فتحة دا عدد قاف فتحة دال شدة قد دال فتحة دا قد را فتحة را قدر كاف فتحة ذال شدة كذ ذال فتحة ذا كذ با فتحة با كذب نون فتحة عين شدة نع عين فتحة ع نع ميم فتحة ما نعم. Okay, in this letter, in this word, the noon is written in red. And the reason it's written in red is a concept called the ghunna, or nasalization. Whenever a noon has a shadda on it, you have to do ghunna on it. You have to hold the sound in your nose a little bit. And I will do a separate video on ghunna or nasalization, how ghunna is done in noon and meme and things like that. We will go over into a lot more detail in multiple videos. Number one, ahkam noon sakin wa tanween, and we will also go over details in a separate video. Inshallah, I'm planning on doing a separate video on the ghunna. But today I just want you to notice how I pronounce this noon shadda. Okay? Ya fatha ya, ضا ضم نون شدة ظن يظن نون ضم نو يظن. Now notice I held the sound of the noon in my nose for a little bit. I didn't say yawunu. That would be wrong. You have to hold the noon in your nose a little bit, and you have to say it like this. Yawunu. That's called making gunna. And that's why this noon is written in red, is to emphasize a particular concept. Hopefully that's becoming clear. Next we have Ya fatha ya, Ha dhamma dad shadda hud, Ya hud, Dad dhamma du, Ya huddu. Another noon shadda, another nasalization slash gunna on this noon. Jim fatha noon shadda jan, noon fathana jannah, ta kasra tantin jannatin. Notice I held the sound of the noon in my nose a little bit. What did I say? I said jannatin. I didn't say jannatin. That would be incorrect. It's jannatin. And you should be holding it for 2 counts. Jannatin. But you shouldn't be holding it too long, and you shouldn't be holding it so short that it becomes jannatin. That would be incorrect. It's jannatin. Hope that becomes clear. We'll cover this more detail, inshallah, in the ghunna lesson. ذا الفتحة را شدة ذر, را فتحة را ذر, تا كسرة تانت ذرة, قاف ضمة واو شدة قو, واو فتحة و قوة, تا كسرة تانت قوة, كاف فتحة را شدة كر, را فتحة را كر, تا ضمة تانت كرة, سين ضمة عين شدة سع, عين كسرة ري, not ري, سعي, را فتحة تا سكون رت, سعرت. So I'll do this one more time because I think I messed up, but this time I'm slightly faster. سين ضمة عين شدة سع, عين كسرة عي, سعي, را فتحة تا سكون رت, سعرت. قاف فتحة دال شدة قد, دال فتحة د قد, ميم فتحة تا سكون مت قدمت, كاف فتحة ذال شدة كذ, ذال فتحة ذا كذ, با فتحة تا سكون بت كذبت, زا ضمة واو شدة زو, واو كسراوي زوي, جيم فتحة تا سكون جت زوجت, سين ضمة جيم شدة سج جيم كسرة جي سجي را فتحة تا سكون رت سجرت فا ضمة جيم شدة فج جيم كسرة جي فجي را فتحة تا سكون رت فجرت سين ضمة يا شدة سوي يا كسرة يي سوي را فتحة تا سكون رت سويرت عين فتحة طا شدة عط طا كسرة طي عطي لام فتحة تا سكون لت عطيلت. Now notice this طا is heavier than this ta. This is عطيلت عطي and then let. This ta is light. So again, picking on my Pakistani brothers, sorry about that. This is, they pronounce this ta and the ta very similarly. They sometimes say it's like utilat. They even the mistake on the ayn aside for a second. This is not utilat. It's utti tilat utilat. The ta is heavy and the ta is light. We covered this in the introduction to tafkhim and tarqiq. We will go over it a lot more detail in tafkhim and tarqiq in the future, inshallah. كاف ضمة واو شدة كو واو كسراوي كوي را فتحة تا سكون رت كويرت تا فتحة طا شدة تط طا فتحة طا تت طا لام كسرة لي تطلي عين ضماع تطلع. Now notice how interesting this case is. This is ta, this is light, but it occurs first. And immediately next after that letter is a heavy letter. There's a ta, tat, ta, tat, tali'u, tat, tali'u. That's the pronunciation of this letter. Just a second ago we said uttilat. This is tat, tali'u, tat, tali'u. This ta is heavy. تا ضمات حا فتحة دال شدة حد تحد دال كسرة دي تحدي ثا ضمة ثو تحدث نون ضمة نو يا فتحة سين شدة يس نو يس سين كسرة سي نو يسي را ضمة رو نو يسر. Now this is an interesting case. We have examples of skipping in this one. So ها ضمه ميم ضمة لام سكون مل همل با فتحة يا شدة بي هم البي. يا كسراي. هم البي. نون فتحانا. هم البينة. تا ضمة. هم البينة. هم البينة. قاف فتحة يا سكون قي. يا كسراي. قي. ميم فتحة ما. قيمة. تا ضمتان تن. قيمة. عين فتحة ع. شين كسرى يا شدة شي. عشي. يا فتحة يا. عشية. تا فتحة تان تن. عشية. ميم ضمام. ذال فتحة كاف شدة ذك. مذك. كاف كسراكي. مذكي. را ضمتان رن. مذكر. همزة فتحة يا شدة أي. يا فتحة ألف سكون يا. أي يا. نون فتحانا. أيانا. همزة كسرى يا شدة إي. يا فتحة ألف سكون يا. إيا. كاف فتحة ك. إياك. This is an interesting case. I want you to notice something. In Lafz al-Jalala, this is the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the most well-known name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, also known as Lafz al-Jalala. This, even though in the Uthmani Mus'haf, you will not find this Alif Saghira on Lafz al-Jalala. In the Uthmani script, and I believe I mentioned in this one of my last videos, in the Uthmani script, you will not find an Alif Saghira on top of this shadda. Typically, you don't find that. In the Pakistani script, you do. But even though that Alif Saghira is not there, it's supposed to be pronounced as if the Alif Saghira is there. So, if this Alif Saghira wasn't there, you would pronounce this Lillahi. But that's incorrect. This word is Lillahi. Lillahi. But in the Uthmani Mus'haf, you will not find this Alif Saghira there. So, even though that Alif Saghira is not there, you're still going to pronounce it as if the Alif Saghira is there, and you're going to say Lillahi. But when you see this word Lillahi in the Uthmani Mus'haf, you will not find this Alif Saghira there. So don't get confused by that. This is an exception to the rule. This is not the rule. But in Qaida Noorania, it has been added for your benefit so that you know that whenever Lafzul Jalala is there, you're supposed to extend the second lam one more count. So to 2 counts. So this is how we're supposed to pronounce this one, or the Lafzul Jalala. Lam kasra lam shadda lil. لام فتحة ألف صغيرة لا. لله. ها كسرة هي. لله. Now, if this alif saghira wasn't there, it would be lam kasra lam shadda lil, and then lam fatha la lillah, and then ha kasra hi lillahi. That would be incorrect. This word is not lillahi. This word is lillahi. Lillahi. If you want, you can go back, rewind this video, and notice how I pronounced it. Whenever you see lafzul jalala in the Uthmani Mus'haf, this alif saghira is implied. It's not written, but it is implied. So you should be pronouncing it and spelling it with this alif saghira. And inshallah, when we get to the Uthmani Mus'haf and we start pronouncing and find more examples of the lafzul jalala, we will get there. Okay. Now let me see how many examples I'm done with and how many examples I have remaining. Okay. You know what? Perhaps for today's lesson, I will only go up through half this page. I will go through the rest of this line because I don't want this videos to be too lengthy. So inshallah, for today's video, I will go only through this line and we will end with tawaban inshallah. And after that, we will continue it with the next video inshallah. So let's continue. تا فتحة تا جيم فتحة لام شدة جل تجل لام فتحة ألف صغيرة لا تجلى. Now this is a what? This ya, but it's pronounced like an alif, is called a what? If you remember, we covered this in one of our previous videos. Don't quote me on this. I think it was section 1, lesson 2. I don't remember. I don't remember at all. But I don't remember in which video I covered this. But this is called, this little alif on top is called the alif saghira. But this ya, this ya, which is actually supposed to be written like a ya but pronounced like an alif, is called an alif maqsura. And in that example, I went into other examples such as the word Musa or Isa. Even though the ending of that word, the last letter is a ya, it looks like a ya, it's just actually a written convention. It's actually supposed to be pronounced like an alif. So this is an example of an alif maqsura with an alif saghira on top of it. That's what this is. And this is another example. The word is tasadda, and I will spell it and pronounce it next. Ta fatha ta, صاد fatha dal shadda صد تصد دال فتحة ألف صغيرة دا تصدى تا فتحة تا زا فتحة كاف شدة زك تزك كاف فتحة ألف صغيرة كا تزكى تا فتحة تا واو فتحة لام شدة ول تول لام فتحة ألف صغيرة لا تولى تا فتحة واو شدة تو واو فتحة ألف سكون و توا با فتحتان بن توابا. Okay, so inshallah, let's conclude with today's lesson with that. We've done a lot of examples today. Inshallah, we'll do this video in 2 parts. Today was part 1, and tomorrow will be, you know what, hang on one second. Let's see. This is, Actually, yes, we're good. There aren't that many examples remaining in this one. So, inshallah, after Tawaba next week, we will start with Tawaban, and we will start with Thajjajan, Ghassaqan, Fa'alun, etc. If you want, you can download these pages and do next week's, try to do next week's lesson on your own. I recommend trying it, and I recommend doing it with someone else, inshallah. But that's it for today's lesson. Jazakallah khair for watching. Inshallah, I will see you next time. This has been part 1 of Qaida Noorania, lesson 13. Inshallah, I will see you for part 2 next time. Jazakallah khair for watching. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.